This program is proudly brought to you by the FSCA. Historically speaking, women have always been at the forefront of your stokvels and burial societies. Well, that's because by and large, they've had to bear the brunt of being caregivers for their families and their communities. But a group of men from Ratanda are hoping to change all of that. They've come together, they've gathered their resources and are making a positive impact on their community. We catch up with them today and we also hook them up with a financial expert that will give them relevant, reliable and credible information so that they can make even better financial decisions. Without further ado, let's go and meet them. Ke Zaka and Twe. Arvai. Sanbonani ndaweni. Chair of chairs. Siyaphila. Siyabonga la ngathi ngizothola nekhodi ngimasiqeda ukusebenza. Ngiyayibona challenge how ni right kodwa.
Si right sisona njalo.
Good, thank you. Mina ngegama ngoAyanda.
Ngusandile kaMathebula.
Asikhulume ngale ndaba le esihlangalisile la namhlanje itswelopele. Niqale kanjani kuphi and why?
Itswelopele saqala ngo 2013. It was formed because abangani bahlangana and decided ukuthi out of the contribution that we are always doing umngane wethu makashonele maybe why can't we form something zoba formal saqala ngendaba yokushonela ukuthi mawushonele sizohlanganisa imali ama 50 rand sikambisele as a friend and then le ndaba yasithinta ukuthi no but le mali esihambisayo le ku family incane kahle ukuthi we are friends driving big cars masifika ku family umngane ashonele simnikise mhlambi 1000 because of 50 rands and then we decided no man let's form something ezokhona ukusisiza beyond ama 50 rand abeswakhipha and it is when Itswelopele was formed. We started it when we were 11 to 18 and today we are 76 of us 76 members.
It's not only social club for bereavement or investment but also it assists thina madoda kunezinto thina madoda esingakhulumi ngazo thina sinendlela sokuthi singamadoda sisodwa sikhulumeni ukuthi then yini esihluphayo you know angeke ukukhulume sometimes phambi kwabo kumama nani kodwa phambi kwabo baba kunezinto ezikhulumayo nabo baba you know sakhani.
Only guys?
Yes, it's only guys.
Okay. Yes. Why?
We have noticed Goma social club if baba mix up even no mama endlini maphuma kabi comfortable iqala from ekhaya kumama wakho uthi angabi comfortable ukuthi niyakulento zeni manje yabona so masingawubaba sisodwa kuba ngcono kabi umama nabo ba comfortable. The other important aspect ukuthi siyakhona ukuthi khuluma indaba zethu ngabo baba like kunama cases wethu into ezi affectayo direct ezabo baba siyakhona ukukhuluma ngento lezo.
Wow.
Siyakhona ukukhuluma ngehealth yethu ukuthi la affecteka kuphi because it's not about only making money but it's also wenza sure ukuthi siba stable healthy wise siba right as a
mental health guys because
yes.
Sometimes amajita wakhuluma but mani nodwa nje so you are able to counsel each other.
Yes.
It's not just yokwenza imali ukungcwabana but siyakhana sakhe ne society like umphakathi wethu sizama ukunceda la sikhona ukunceda khona sinama programs uku-assista umphakathi wethu so that bangagcini seba abantwana abakhulayo ababheke kithi bangagcini sebenza into ezi-wrong like we want to be mentors as a social club yethu.
Yazi into engichaza kakhulu nge-organization yenu yini it's got so many different parts and they're very important. So the first one is the social impact to see abo baba working in community, because as so most times habo mama ne
Yeah.
habo nama NGO nana basiza abantwana, all those things. So to see abo baba take that position,
Yes.
it really sends a strong message even to young boys who are growing up. I love it. That's the first part. The second part, ukuthi niya supportana nani as a group to make sure that you're okay. And then the third part, which is very important, is that you are raising funds to do these things. But we know without lay number 3, funds, you are not able to do 1 and 2 and support each other.
Yeah.
So let's see now, when it comes to the finances, how to grow those finances so that they can not only sustain these other operations, but you can scale and do so much more. So as Kulume now, in your financial standing, you know, you say, I'm fine, you're in the black, you're looking good.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit about your challenges to grow even more. What are some of those challenges that you think are maybe holding you back from reaching the amounts of money that you envisage can do even more good than right now?
Yabona into enkulu esibusele emuva ukusaba ukuthatha ama risk.
Yeah.
Nayinto kakhulu. Because mabathi ambano investor la sithi I know sine case eyenzeka ngebhank enkulu somewhere in the country. Asifuna ukuthola sesilapho nathi. Ukusaba ukuthatha ama risk nje. Yibo nje singakhona ukugrow imali the way sifuna ukugrow khona, but ngale indlela le ye property esifuna ungenelela kuyo manje sicabanga ukuthi iyo lezo sisiza kakhulu kabi ungidlula bona ukuthi imali ethi khona ukugrow.
Sometimes even nokungazi, you know, sometimes because sibona ama scam amaningi, ama pyramid scheme nani. So now you think, mangayifaka la le mali le, what if it's a scam?
Yeah.
So maybe nezinto ze financial literacy to just say how to look out for izinto zama scam. I think maybe it can help the rest of the group, ne?
Yeah, kakhulu kabi. I think one member once mentioned it lapho.
Yeah.
Ukuthi angeke sivume nje sithi so invest noma kuphi. That's why umuntu azothi no invest lapha ebank mos.
Yeah.
Ibank sayazi building yakho.
Yeah. Mabayenza umshikishiki siyabalanda.
Siyabalanda. Information ayiphelelanga ukuthi yini different. If so investor la kule sector so tholani yini different. Yini guarantee imali yethu na. Because the information ibaleke kabi le ukuthi before you investor you must know ukuthi you are guaranteed now to have this money or you may lose. So yikho lokho uqinisile sisi.
You know, it's difficult man ngabo baba ukuthi nenza ama decisions because you know omunye uza nama ideas wakho, omunye uza nama ideas wakhe, you end up being like niyalwa. But what the beauty of it is la kuliwa khona makuphuma ilokhu njane isombululo kuba isombululo esitight because nonke nisuke nivumelene, omunye nomunye uze nama views wakhe navumelana nashayana lanshayana khona kodwa niphuma ngezwe liwani nivumelene. It's difficult to make ama decisions, amanye abamnandi kwabanye ababe kwabanye, but at the end of the day ama decisions awenza and ayasebenzela so far.
And then the appetite ye group yenu to invest, because I find it sometimes mina ayanda, if I was a guy I'd want to say yeah investor and ngifuna imali yami kusasa. I don't want to wait 3 years, 4 years. So do you find that appetite is not the same? There are others who want to say, no, nobody ngayifaka 5-6 years imali yethu, as long as izozala imali eningi, it's okay. Or there are those who are just saying, yenza nama 30-day account nje. What is the appetite among the group?
No, you know, intenhle ukuthi ivoice ethi one.
Yeah.
Ukuthi siyavumelana ukuthi whether it take times, if mele invest there for a long term, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So akekho umuntu different ngale. So sivumelene njengaloko ukuthi no asenze noma yini ezoyenza ukuthi imali ethu go. If it takes some times, it's better to take this card sazi ukuthi you are safe.
Yeah.
Yabona yeah.
Hayi nani nizwele conversation yami neshemen hayi iyahlangana, but what I'd like to do after the break is that introduce abantu that have more information about cash money. I'm going to bring someone who's going to give us more information about investor, how long you should invest, where you can invest so that imali ingakhula, but also ngifuna ukubona treasurer, so uche uthe uzongihlanganisa naye. Stay with us, we'll be back with more in just a minute. Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. Just before the break, ngimtshelile uchairman ngathi angihambi ngedwa. Isikhathi sokuthi ngisuke emabhozeni manje introduce umuntu ongumphathi eFSCA. Uzositshela more information about izinto ezifana ne-governance, financial literacy, asitshele nangama investment uMr. Lindwell Clark. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Pleasure to be here.
Che, ngiyazi ukuthi wena uphethe i-treasurer yakho. Treasurer, introduce yourself to us please.
My name is Tsepo Mofokeng. I'm the Treasurer General at Tselopele Social Club. The reason why I joined, initially I was part of the group that actually came together, but then I had my doubts and then I broke away. But as time went by, I realized that my peers, which I'm Abo Chairman and the other guys that were trying to form this group, were actually implementing our initial idea of what we were actually contemplating on doing for this community. So I realized that I'm missing out on a great deal here. So I decided to rejoin, if I may put it that way.
Just before the break, usitshele uchairman about some of your successes, some of the challenges that you face at the moment. And I think one of the things that you were speaking about is that you're quite cautious about not investing in the wrong portfolios. Anifuna ukuskemwa ngama pyramid scheme nezinto ezinjalo. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience and what made you a little bit risk averse?
No, remember Uguti, like there's these schemes that are busy flying around, and as most especially when you deal ngemali yabantu abaningi, like for instance, as chairman has already alluded to say Uguti, we have about 76 members. So imagine if you were to invest in a wrong scheme and then you lose savings for all the members, it would be catastrophic actually.
I think the group is quite an exciting group. I think they've got a lot of potential to develop their current resources further. But I think they need a little bit more information of what is achievable and how to achieve it. And I think that is mostly for most Stokvels. If you have a group of people who collectively put money in one pot, it is always difficult to manage that money because everybody has different expectations. And I think managing those expectations is quite important. And that's where the whole governance comes in.
So what we decided on was that before we make like an informed decision, we need to make like a background search, check whether we're investing in the right places, whether the institutions that we're investing with are registered and so on. Yes. For instance, if most especially if you are working on a group dynamics, especially if you are trying to start a new organization, like you'll have different thoughts. People will be pulling like, omunye nomunye uzofuna ukuthi lento lesiyenza ngendlela so omunye athi hayi kumele siyenze kanje. So you know when there's doubt, it's most especially mengabe akakabi ne clear direction as to ukuthi siyapi. So now you end up not knowing ukuthi are we moving this way or are we moving that way?
And firstly, congratulations also that you got 76 people to actually contribute. That's quite a lot of people. But with the governance issue, everybody's got to agree that this is the route that we take. And that's maybe where you need to set up the structures within your social club to say, guys, we have a situation here. We want to break away from our underwriter and only do it on ourselves. And then you have to put all the risks on the table. You've got to tell them, if we do this, this is what happens. And I think similar with an investment, because you're talking about going the investment route. You now need to say, guys, from a governance point of view, if we do invest in an instrument, and there's, for instance, you go to the stock exchange, and there's dividends to be paid out, where does the dividends go to? Do we divide it among 76? Or do we put it back into the savings? Or do we put it back into the investment? So again, from a governance point of view, that decision must have been taken already. The Financial Sector Conduct Authority is the regulator of all financial institutions and the way they conduct their business. Now, there's a difference between how you conduct your business and the prudential side, which makes sure that your business is sound. Now, what we try and look at is that all the financial services providers treat customers fairly. Okay, so when you deal with the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, you know that it's a credible organization. We gain nothing. We're not selling you anything. And I think when Stokvels or even private persons or individuals when they start thinking about investments, like this group is now starting to think about, where do I invest? They need to get the right information.
There's something that the chair and I spoke about, which I found very interesting, about whether or not they should start looking at the possibility of loaning each other money. Because you can just imagine, Nisa group in A1, there's 76 of you, maybe 2 or 3 are struggling financially. They'll ask themselves, Slogos your contributor, why are you not able to help us? Why funneling your banking your money when there's money here?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of ramifications there that are involved as well
Definitely.
that you need to look at before you start lending each other money.
So coming back to the governance, and here your governance document has to say we are allowed to do that, right? But now, if the two of us are friends, give me a $50. Okay, I just want to go buy 1 or 2 things. That's fine. If you don't pay me back, it's fine. We are friends. But you 76 members. The moment you start lending people money, the National Credit Act comes into play because you're lending and you're taking back, right? So then you need to be authorized by the National Credit Regulator to actually lend amongst yourselves, because it's not just between the two of us that we're lending other people's money that they contributed. Remember, all 76, it's everybody's money that you're now lending out. It's not my money I'm giving to you.
The meeting that we had with the FSCA was very informative, if I must be honest with you, because as Tswelopele Social Club, we've been contemplating on going the investment route, and also these community initiatives that we are doing. Like, it taught us a whole lot, because sometimes you present a plan to the members to say, maybe Tepo Incorporated is selling their shares or something like that. Then a member would come and say, did you hear that Tepo Incorporated is selling their shares? How about we go and invest there? But without having the knowledge that Mr. Clyde, he actually made it easier for us to understand. This is what you need to do. This is a set of rules that you need to follow.
I think next time when you meet and you're gathering, before Nishisinyama, just invite them to just have that conversation, because we assume also that everybody's on the same page and everyone understands like you do. But you don't know, you have other people in the group who are not on the same level as you are when it comes to financial education. That benefit tremendously, even in their personal capacity, I think, just to say this hour to hour that you spent with the FSCA has helped me personally with my budgeting, etc., with my financial planning, etc., given me the necessary information of where I can go. So yeah, make use of that resource when next you meet. Give them a shout and let them come through and hang out with you next time you meet as a Stockfell.
Yeah, we hope they will respond, because we only meet on Sundays.
Yeah.
Well, so send me the email on Monday.
Our sit down with FSCA, it was very productive. I think we have gained a lot, especially ngale route esifuna ukuyithatha manje eDolophi. We have gained a lot in terms of that. When usebenza ngemali kuba nzima kabi. Angeke uthathe imali ufake noma kuphi nje kuphela. At least uma sonolwazi uadvise ukuthi this is the right way, this is the route that you must take. So, but still, we are still going to consult more with them so that basiphe more information. That's khona ukuthi si grow from last corner manje.
From an FSCA perspective, we don't have a vested interest. All we want to see is, 1, customers getting treated fairly by financial institutions, and 2, that you have enough information to make sound financial decisions. At the end of the day, it is your money, it is the group's money. And if you can't make that group decision, then you shouldn't be part of a Stokvel. You should run your own personal financial management on the side. But if you join the Stokvel, make sure that you are part of the group and that you don't take individual kinds of decisions.
But advise most especially about the different financial instruments that we can invest on as social club. And then they also advised us to like constitution in order for us. And then if we need any sort of advice from them, like, we welcome to contact them, because they even left a booklet, like how to avoid like being scammed, where to invest, like even like procedures and in case maybe we encounter some issues, investments with. Another thing that I actually learned from the whole engagement was that at some point we were contemplating on being a lender of money. Then we realized after today that hey, there's a whole lot that we didn't understand before in terms of the law, like your credit regulation, like having to be registered, your VAT implications, your tax implications.
Mrs. Agele, everything is okay? You got the assistance that you needed today?
Yes, kakhulu kabi.
Yeah.
Kakhulu kabi, information ikhona.
Yeah.
U-secretary nje uyo-reporta back ku-general members on Sunday when we have our meeting. Yeah,
Okay.
so
And then ne-date yokuthi babuya nini abantu base-FSCA nizoyisetha then.
from Sunday we know which ba-invite her on which meeting. Yeah.
And I think the sooner the better.
Hey, the sooner the better.
Information
Fresh
Yeah.
information.
That's it.
No,
It's
siyabonga kakhulu. It means my work here is done. So mina ngiyahamba ngizothathela something to drink, maybe amanzi or a cold drink, you know.
Yeah.
Angeke ngithi bev, sisemsebenzini. No, thank you so much. And let me leave you to it again. Ngizophinde nginibone.
Ngiyabonga thina kakhulu
Thank
kabi.
you.
Thank you. Personal ngifunda ukuthi one ungajahi kwenza izinto. Secondly, in order for you to achieve, put your goals. Isho ukuthi ufuna uku-achievani, why ufuna ukwenza lokho. Write everything down and wenza ama-priorities wakho akhona ukuthi abe right ngendlela efanele. So into engizifundile lezo namhlanje.
When you deal with financial services providers, you need to first find out if they're authorized, but more importantly, authorized to sell that specific product. Like this group that we're with today, they need to make sure if they want to invest, that investment house are actually authorized to sell you an investment product.
More importantly, we must set up our own goals, because mama ufuna ukudecide on a day ukuthi namhla ufuna ukwenzani, gcina ngakhona uku-achieve into ofuna ukuyi-achieve. So it's better to have your own goals.
Yeah, I must say I learned a whole lot. I thought I knew the nitty-gritties of this environment. So I think this program, King Zaka, like it really opened my eyes. Like it made me to look at a broader prospect of things, because sometimes, you know, like when you have a set of information, you always tend to dwell on only what you know.
Siyabonga kakhulu kabi and nisebenzela kakhulu kabi. Sisazokhuluma ngani futhi Sunday in our meeting ukuthi Zaka lokhu. Yeah, nale gama leZaka leli ngithandekayo. Yeah, imali le phela. Thank you.
It's a sharp. Well, as the saying goes, where there's a will, there's a way. So if you want to make a difference in your life, in your family, maybe even your community, you can. But if you want that difference to be tangible, sustainable, and even scalable, then you must have a good governance plan in place. So get in touch with Zaka and we'll help you put together that good governance structure. We'll also give you information that's reliable, relevant, and credible so that you can make even better financial decisions. So until next time, get in touch with us and maybe we'll be in your neck of the woods. Until then, it's goodbye and God bless you. Let's make that money.